My name is Mohammed Al-Rubai. I'm a specialist in the United States military, and I'm also a U.S. citizen. I'm originally from Iraq, Baghdad, Iraq. I worked with the U.S. military as an Arabic interpreter for 2 years from 2006 and 2008 in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom. My life was in grave danger because of my job as an interpreter. Al-Qaeda portrayed me as a traitor, as somebody who was a pig. They wanted to kill me, so the United States Army helped me to come to the United States as a refugee. And then when I came here, I joined the U.S. military as a combat medic and then finished nursing school in the U.S. military. Why I'm here? Because I see one of my fellow citizens, or I see almost like myself in 2008 when I came here, helped the United States military over there, and I come here. I don't know how I would have felt if the first thing that I come here after helping the United States military, and then I would be handcuffed for a crime that I never did. First of all, this guy here, and all the guys who are detained, they have legal visas. They were issued legal visas, so they went through all the process. As an interpreter, it took me a whole year from extreme vetting. Mr. Trump, hopefully he would, listen to this, to finally clear myself to come to the United States to get a security clearance requested. So these people, when they come here, they are already checked. And if you check the fact from 1975 to 2015, none of those countries that Mr. Trump banned, those citizens came and did terrorist attack. We just need to do a quick check fact. What are you targeting? Why aren't you targeting the countries that are actually supporting terrorists and they are actually funding terrorists till now? Whether with ideology, support, arms, or fighters. So we need to be very careful. It's easy to fall into this comfort zones, oh yeah, we should ban them all and we'll be happy and we'll be safe. No, we won't, because once they start picking on Muslims, they will pick somebody else. Because when you base your agenda on hate, you will always find somebody to hate. Nobody can give you inner peace, that peace. Nobody can give it to you, hand it to you. You have to get it yourself from the inside. And banning all Muslims, and then who else? God knows who else. The Hispanics, we got to build a wall with Mexico, and then we don't trust each other anymore. This is not a country that was founded on an agenda like this. The United States was founded on immigrants. Mr. Trump himself probably does not have a real American. If you what I'm saying about real American is he was immigrant himself. His grandparents came from somewhere. So what defines a real American? Just because you were born here? So you see what I'm saying? What defines a real American? Just because you were born here, that does not mean anything. Because there are people who are born here and they commit terrorist attacks here, like Timothy McVeigh in Oklahoma. So how do we do it? So why don't we ban all the people from Oklahoma, for instance, because of Timothy McVeigh? So we need some rational talk. We need to stop fearing each other and reaching out to each other, because this war on terrorism is our war. It's a Muslim war too, because the most victims of the terror are Muslims, not Christians, not Jews, not anybody. Look at the markets that are getting blown up in Baghdad and Syria and all these other countries. They're Muslims. People are going shopping and they're getting blown up. So the real victims of the terrorism are Muslims themselves, before the Christians and Americans. So we need to reach out to the moderate Muslims, because they are the key to win this war. This war, you cannot win it with dropping bombs, smart bombs, nuke bombs, and all that. It's because you're fighting an ideology. Once you kill them all, you kill all the cells, and then they will pop somewhere else. So you need moderate Muslims, and they will do it, and they are ready to do it, and they are already doing it right now. But unfortunately, they don't get enough attention in the media. They just get labeled, right now, all these people are fighting in ISIS in Syria and Iraq. Those are Muslims are fighting them, because we don't want them. We don't want them. So I don't understand why these people don't get enough coverage from the media, and give them the credit that the Iraqi army is fighting, the Syrian army is fighting terrorism, and they're doing a very good job. We just need to support them and arm them and help them, and they will do the job. We don't need to send Marines or special forces or army or anything. These people will do it because they're most affected by it. I lived in Iraq. I lived under Al-Qaeda, and I'm telling you, it's not the prettiest thing ever. They killed, I don't know if I should just keep going on and tell you guys stories about how horrible these people are. They killed my barber in my neighborhood because he used to give people military haircuts, and that's called westernized. They came and shot him twice, in his shop, and he had 2 children. So people there are not happy with terrorists. They don't want terrorists, but the problem here is we ignore them. We ignore them, the silent majority, basically. When we just focus on they all hate us. No, not everybody hates you. Not everybody hates you. People there, just like people here, want to have a good job, send their kids to college, and enjoy their life. There are few extremists just like here. But why do you zoom in, on this extremist and blow it out, and it's they're all like that? It doesn't work that, because in that case, that's when you empower terrorists, because the empower extremists, they're saying, you see, they hate us all. America hates us all.